They're standing up for justice. They're standing up for what they believe in, and that could be true. But the long-lasting effects will have continued ramifications on the continent and future Afcons. I made a video about these Senegalese players walking off because they felt like in the game, a lot of decisions were being called against them. The goal being disallowed, which I think was a very soft foul. That goal should have stood. And then towards the end of the game, the penalty that was given against them. I call their decision to walk off embarrassing. And a lot of people were saying you should preface it, you should give it context as to why they're walking off. And I'm acutely aware of the accusations that has been leveled towards Morocco this whole tournament. Mali, Tanzania, Cameroon, Nigeria, and now Senegal. But my point still stands. For the optics and what people think about Afcon already, this doesn't do anybody any favors. I understand the feeling. Obviously, if you think you're being hard done by and you feel like there's blatant corruption, you're going to want to make a stand. But walking off and trying to get the game abandoned, come on, bro. And it takes me to my overall point about how people view Afcon in general, because people don't take it as a serious competition. For example, moments like this, ball boys trying to take a man's towel. Like, what are you doing? That's embarrassing. If anything, that's more embarrassing than the players trying to walk off. And not only the ball boys, the players themselves waiting around to try and see if he can steal his towel. Like, bro, what are you doing? It happened in the last game as well, when this guy stole the Nigerian goalkeeper's Nobali's towel. And it takes me to my overall point about Afcon in general, because every time you hear Afcon, people talk about the memes, entertainment, Africa, its heritage. People clown the tournament for a lot of reasons, and I'm pretty sure we all know what one of those reasons are. I came across this article on Twitter, and it's a good read. I'm going to drop our Twitter handle, so if you want to go read it, you can go read the full thing. But I agree wholeheartedly with this. Even this meme right here is just a representation of Afcon and how people view it. Because Afcon as a memification event takes precedent over actual football spectacle. Even in this press conference with the Moroccans heckling the Senegalese manager. Everything is just embarrassing, bro. Afcon in general always has a negative or comedic tag associated with it. And it's always the same things, poor officiating. And it's not only in this tournament, every single time I hear about Afcon, people always complain about the officiating. Possible corruption, that C word tends to get thrown around when it comes to Afcon or African football. And as I touched on earlier, the memes and the entertainment, even the saying, Afcon is the gift that keeps on giving. Where do you think that undertone stems from? A lot of people around the world will be seeing this and thinking their belief to belittle Afcon has been reaffirmed because of actions like this. Yes, you can feel aggrieved. Yes, I understand the feelings and the emotions, feeling like you're being hard done by. But the action and the reaction to walk off the field, bro, come on, man. They're standing up for justice. They're standing up for what they believe in, and that could be true. But the long-lasting effects will have continued ramifications on the continent and future Afcons. Differently though, I'm glad Senegal won because it means my future and former Chelsea boys have bagged an Afcon. And I always love a football one story because with the behavior of the towels and stuff that the Moroccans were getting away with, and the decisions that they've been getting in the tournament overall, football won.